Welcome back to 3-Course Meals.
Welcome back.
So we're gonna try something new today for our drink.
I'm excited. It sounds so good.
Yeah. So last week we did our traditional Christmas drink,
Chalktini?
the
Chalktail.
the Chalktail. Yes. So we're gonna try a sugar cookie martini that we saw on TikTok, and I get the sugar cookie creamer for my coffee. So I'm really excited to see how this tastes.
Yeah. Everything in it sounds really, really good. So I'm excited.
Yeah. And
All right.
then for the other two courses, we're doing like our family recipes again.
Yeah. So we did enchiladas last time, but we're going to do enchiladas again, but that's okay because they're different and awesome. They are.
Because that's just our Christmas dinner.
It
Like some
is.
people do like a turkey or a ham or brisket, and we just do both kinds of enchiladas at the same time.
Because what's better than one enchilada?
2 enchiladas.
So today we're making cheese enchiladas. And then for our dessert, another one of Taylor's specialty desserts.
Yeah. So they're Butterscotch Haystacks. So they're chow mein noodles with some melted butterscotch and put some peanuts in there if you don't like. But I don't.
We're putting peanuts on mine.
Not on mine. But anyway, it's super simple. It's literally just 2 ingredients, and they're so good.
And she makes them every Christmas and gives them to everybody.
They just taste like Christmas. Like there's nothing more Christmassy than butterscotch.
Yeah.
Butterscotch tops. Next episode. So for Christmas part 3.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, so this one I'm kind of nervous about. This is a viral TikTok drink that we found. It's a sugar cookie martini, sugar cookie cocktail.
Martini, I think.
Sugar cookie martini. So it sounds great. I get sugar cookie creamer for my coffee, so I'm excited. Yeah, so we're gonna use milk, vanilla vodka, Bailey's, and Amaretto, and then we're gonna rim our martini glasses with frosting. So we're gonna do 2 ounces. Let me get my measure. So 2 ounces of milk, which again, I feel weird putting milk with liquor.
I know, me too.
But that's why we do these.
Well, I'm also nervous. I've tried TikTok recipes and rarely are they worth the hype.
Yeah.
So I'm a little nervous. Okay. Whoa! It exploded.
That's a lot.
Oh, it looks so fluffy.
It does. Oh, and it smells like a sugar cookie. That milk, it's like when you steam milk and it doubles. It explodes.
Wow. There's still this much. There's still a lot.
Yeah. Which is great. We're going to be drinking this the rest of the day.
We may or may not get to those enchiladas.
All right.
Cheers.
I got all froth.
Yeah, me too.
Look how frothy it is.
I'm gonna try some of that icing.
I have to wait.
It's not as sweet as I was expecting.
Yeah, it's very milky.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna drink it.
But the frosting's delicious. Look, Betty Crocker, you want to sponsor us?
You're so sad. Somebody sponsor this girl.
Try again. Oh, you know
No.
what?
Hang on a second. This is what we were missing. We need some little cookies to dunk in them. I dropped my cookie.
I'm not crazy about it. Like, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. Which is disappointing. Because it just tastes like milk.
I haven't been wowed by a lot of TikTok recipes.
You did say that.
Yeah, I really haven't. But, yeah. It's okay.
It was better.
Okay, so for our cheese enchiladas, we are going to put some oil in the pan over medium heat. I am going to put enough so that I can, it covers the bottom and then comes up just a little bit. What we're going to do is dip each corn tortilla inside of it just to get a little bit soft. So we'll add more oil later if we need to, but now we're going to let this sit for a few minutes until it starts to get warm. We're going to put each tortilla in just for a couple of seconds, just so that it gets a little bit of oil on it, and then when we roll them, they'll be able to roll easier. So I'm going to show you, I've got these Mission yellow tortillas. It says super soft. I don't know when Mission stopped selling the regular tortillas. Now all I can find is super soft.
Me too.
Right?
Dude, I have actually tried, and every time I use it, they fall apart.
Yeah. And
They're too soft.
That's the problem that we're having. So we're going to go through it just in case, you know,
we're going to try.
Mission comes back with something better. But I got this spoon just to help get them in and out a little bit easier.
Yeah, because when you try to use tongs, they
fall apart.
Rip apart, yeah.
Like these are just coming apart as I'm holding them. And you can see I literally left in there for a few seconds. So now we're going to take some of our Wolf brand chili, no beans, and warm it up. This is the sauce that we use on the enchiladas, and I feel like it's cheating because it's so easy, but it's so good. They only had this size. This is a 38 ounce. This is the only size they had, but normally I would use probably for a 1 casserole pan, I would use a 15 ounce. I usually add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit thinner. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. And all we want to do is get this to where it's warm. When we make the enchiladas, we're just going to lay this over the top and put it in the oven so it doesn't have to be completely hot, but this way it makes it easier to spread over them. Okay, so now it's time to assemble our enchiladas. We've got the tortillas.
The broken tortillas.
They did not hold up well. It's fine.
It's fine. Mission's fault. I don't blame you.
Mission,
don't sponsor us.
I wonder if Great Values.
Actually, I'll take what I can get at this point.
She's so desperate. Somebody sponsor her. Okay. So the tortillas, shredded cheese, and onion. This is about half of an onion diced, and then this is probably about a pound of cheese. And yeah, we'll probably use every bit of it. The ones that are sitting at top are probably cooled off a little bit. I'm going to take these, tear half of them. So I'm going to put them here just so they start to cool because, man, I'm telling you, it is no joke when you start digging in there.
Dude,
and they're hot. It is not fun. So I do like to kind of turn them over and let them start cooling. All right, I'm going to take my little pieces, put them aside. Just know that everything you touch is contaminated from this point forward because they're so greasy. So that's why only put the cheese that you're going to use because it's going to get all dirty. And I'm confident we're going to use it all. And if not, we'll make more tortillas.
And again, everything is cooked. So you don't have to worry about, touching the cheese and like, oh, now I got to throw the cheese away. Like, it's just oil. And it's cooked.
I would throw the cheese away.
I would not.
Okay, so we're going to take
I would take those shredded pieces and make like a little
casserole.
Yeah.
I probably will have to.
A little enchilada.
That sounds amazing. All right, so I'm going to take, I don't know if you can see here, maybe just a small handful. And I'm going to put that in the enchilada, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of onion. This is not an exact science. And I'm going to tuck it over as tight as I can and put it right there. And then I'm going to move on to the next tortilla that's not broken. And we're just going to continue to repeat that process. I can usually get about 18 in a pan. I did make more tortillas than that because I knew so many of them were breaking. And if I have extra, I'll make an enchilada.
There you go. And I put beef in mine. Yeah. I don't know why you don't.
I never have.
I stuff mine with onions and beef and cheese and then cover it with chili.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
I might cry.
Okay. I'm here.
So
I got a shoulder for you right
my grandfather, who it was no secret, I was the favorite. And yes, I know my sister is watching right now, and she knows it's true. Anyway, he used to love these enchiladas. So I can't change the recipe.
Yeah.
Because they remind me of my little grandpa. And he, every time, are you making your enchiladas, Michelle? For you, Grandpa. For you, I will.
See, and my grandpa was very extra. So we put lots of everything in it.
That would be my father. He was extra. Very high maintenance. Very needy. Very demanding. Look, I loved my dad. He sounds like I don't, but I really did love the man. He passed away when? December 2 years ago, December 21. Yep. He's gonna be my little angel. He's probably standing over me right now saying, "Put some beef!
Put some beef in there!
Mija! Put some beef! Mija!"
Love you, Dad.
So here's what we're gonna do. We have a little bit of a lane right here, and I am all about using the space you have. So I am going to make another one.
Well, the thing is, once they cook and they melt, you can't really distinguish an enchilada anyway.
It all becomes one thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tuck that puppy in there. And then I got this little shorty guy. I'm gonna stick him in there too.
It's quite literally an enchilasagna.
Oh,
I'm gonna trademark that. I love that.
Okay. Go on TikTok and say enchilasagna. You're gonna be TikTok famous.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go viral.
Nobody do it until we do it.
Okay, it's trademarked by the time this is uploaded anyway.
Here's the part.
For the best part.
It is the best part, but I think that people think it's weird, and I get it.
Because it's Tex-Mex. It's not traditional.
Yeah.
If you go to an El Chico or Abuelo's, they put chili on their enchiladas.
Yeah.
But if you go to a little mom and pop shop where it's a traditional Mexican restaurant, they don't use chili.
Yeah.
So that's why some people do think that it's weird.
But it's so good. All right, and I mean, guys, what are we talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredient enchiladas, and they will change your life. I don't think I'm overselling it.
I don't think you are either.
All right, so we're just gonna pour it on top. In my opinion, less is more. I mean, you want to make sure that you've got all of them covered, but you don't want them completely drenched. So find that happy medium. So I think that's about 15 ounces. That's usually I put is one.
How can you measure that? I'd say 2/3 of a pan.
It's about 1 15-ounce can. Should cover, and again, put some water to dilute a little bit, but and then that should cover it, and then that's fine.
Oh, you make these so much different than I do. I don't put water, and I put beef inside.
This is how my grandpa liked them. Okay, so now we're not done. We're just gonna do one more thing.
More cheese.
This is a whole plate of cheese. I shredded this. I just haven't put it up yet. No. All right, not a lot because there's plenty of cheese in it already, but I do like to put a little bit on top.
A little garnish.
Just a little something, something. And then
just to zhuzh it up.
Gonna take this to the next level. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle a little bit on top, maybe a cup worth.
I feel like you're just temptress with this cheese, inches from my face.
And then a little bit more onions. These onions are gonna cook up and get a little crispy on top. Not fried onions, nothing like that, but they'll be nice. And then we're gonna put this in the oven, 350 for about 20-25 minutes, just until it gets bubbly, it gets toasty on top. All right.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So good. Okay, so for our butterscotch haystacks, we've got la choy chow mein noodles, butterscotch, and then peanuts, if you prefer.
I prefer.
And then we have some more shortening just to make sure the butterscotch doesn't harden while I'm trying to mix everything up before I'm ready for it to harden and solidify. So I'm going to start melting the butterscotch morsels. And again, like last week when we did the chocolate, just quick, maybe 15-20 seconds at a time, and then mix it all around. And I'm not going to go all the way until it's fully melted. I'm going to take it out just a couple seconds before and stir it because the heat from the surrounding melted morsels is going to melt whatever's left over. I just really don't want it to burn.
Do not.
Because I only have one bag.
Yeah. And then you guys would be cheated of this awesome recipe.
Oh, it smells so good.
I've had people say, I don't like butterscotch, but I like this snack. Okay, give it.
God, it's just so good.
And while you're melting that, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some wax paper.
Okay. Okay, so it's pretty much melted. You can still see some little chunks in there. But like I said, I'm just gonna stir and get the heat from the rest of the morsels to melt those little chunks, just so I don't get it too hot and then it burns. So now, while it's still melted before it hardens, we're gonna put these little La Choy chow mein noodles in there. And they're pretty much, I know it's got like a Chinese food looking label, but they're pretty much just like uncoated, unsalted pretzels. Like they're really
like
just
cracker.
crackers. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a whole thing in here. And then...
And this is a 5-ounce can. Normally they come in a bag. I don't remember how many ounces the bag is though. I think we can put more.
Hold on. I wanna make sure so we don't put too much.
Oh, we totally put more.
I know, that's what I was saying. I wanted to see how far we can stretch those morsels a good way. Oop.
I'm doing it! It's done! It's done!
Oh
10 ounces. It's done. There's no turning back now. Oh, I think it's too many. Yeah, stir fast, Taylor. You gotta stir fast.
I don't have a big enough bowl.
You want me to get there with my hand? I'm dying for this moment.
Knock yourself out.
Here, I'll let you. Okay. So the thing with this is, oh yeah, there's still plenty of chocolate at the bottom. Butterscotch, sorry. The thing about this is that it will start drying a lot faster than those cookies we made last week. So once you get it to the right measurements, you want to move fast because it will start drying.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take little handfuls. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, and that's why it's called little haystacks, because, I mean, I'm not a farmer, but that looks like the color of hay.
And these will break apart when you're eating them. But the best part is eating all the little crumbs from the bottom of the bowl. Just saying. That's my favorite part.
Oh, because then it doesn't count as one, right? I can have more because I haven't had a whole one yet. They look so good.
Cheese, chili. And if you don't like onions, leave them out. But also use them because they're really good. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, that's just like I remember from last year.
Yeah.
I will say, because I've said several times I put beef in mine.
Yeah, that's right.
The only thing that I do differently is add beef with taco seasoning.
Yeah.
And make them exactly the same.
I'm going to have to try that. I've never tried that.
Game changer.
But then they won't be grandpa's.
I know it.
Anyway, I hope you try them. I really hope you try, and I hope you like them.
Oh, you'll love them.
Don't try them and say, ew. But if you do actually try them, leave us a comment. I'd love it. I've heard from a few people here and there that have tried our recipes, and it warms the heart.
Just to know the things we love, other people enjoy too. We're spreading that with everybody.
Yeah. And that we showed somebody something new. You're a teacher, you know. Okay, dessert. That feels like home.
No. You ready, Instagram?
Cheers!
That tastes like Christmas. Something about butterscotch is just so
It's another thing.
Wintry.
We only make it at Christmas.
These and then the peanut butter patties, we only make at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We call them Christmas snacks. Like when we say Christmas snacks, you know we're talking about. Whoops. We know we're talking about these. So good. Oh my gosh.
If you like peanuts, I would definitely put peanuts and put salted peanuts in it because that sweet and salty combination, so perfect. Yeah, everybody has that something, whether it's, something you go out and do or something, food you prepare or a drink or snacks, whatever.
Surprise, ours is food.
It just takes you right back to the holidays. Mm-hmm. Man, oh man, let's go open some presents.
Aww. This was really fun. I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you, sweetie. I hope that everybody out there is doing whatever makes them feel like Christmas, whatever tradition, spend time with family. Do whatever, do that something special with the ones you love. Make memories. Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Just making memories. One day my little grandson is gonna go back and watch this video so he can learn how to make these snacks. He will. And then he'll text me, Grandma! Why?
No, he's like, Gigi.
He will learn to call me Grandma.
He only calls her Gigi. Nobody has taught him that, but that's how he says it. She's like, Grandma.
I come from a long history of grandmas. And then this kid wants to throw in a Gigi. I'm Gigi now, I guess. All right. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.